everybody, what is going on? I hope you are doing well, and today I want to talk about, are movie theaters dead? Is that it? Kaput? Are they over? Shut the doors? Throw in the towel? Flatline? Is that where we're at? A lot of people are talking about this because just this week, Warner Brothers decided all of their 2021, all of their 2021 films are going to HBO Max and movie theaters, but mainly HBO Max, which you can get for like, I don't know, $12 a month. My parents just got it for free. They're like, hey, we got this thing in the mail. Apparently we got free HBO Max. So they're giving it away. And all of Warner Brothers 2021 movies. So I had to chat about it. But before we get into it, if you like weekly commentary, if you like weird news, go ahead and subscribe. There's a button below. That would be great. That would make my day. I get a little notice, hey, so-and-so subscribe. And I'd be like, yo, that's dope. But speaking of making my day, y'all, I got gifts this week. First off, the homie, Sebastian, gave me some wrap snacks. These are Notorious B.I.G. Honey Jalapeno. I'm not gonna open them. I'm gonna save them in the bag. And look, let's be real. I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking. What about Pac? How you forget about Pac? Where Pac? And he knows that. And we talked about it. They didn't have Pacs, okay? All right? It's the gift. It's the thought that counts. You got me some Biggie wrap snacks. I appreciate it, man. Had they had Pac, we would have gotten Pac. Also, my friend Chastity sent me a bag of hands. This is a bag of racially diverse hands. And you're probably thinking, what is a bag of hands? Well, a bag of hands is just that. They're these little hands. Let's see if I can focus that. There's a bunch of them. There's like a whole stack of hands. Why would someone send me a bag of hands, you ask? Well, it's so you can do stuff like this. That's why you get a bag of hands. That's what you do with a bag of hands. I think the little ones, I don't know what the little ones are for. The little ones fit on the bigger ones, so you can do this. So now you guys know why I asked you to subscribe before I went through my gifts. But anyway, let's get back to the topic. Are movie theaters dead? Like I said, all the new movies for Warner Brothers are coming to HBO Max, and everyone's blaming it on COVID. You know, that's the obvious problem, the obvious issue here. Nobody's going to the movies with COVID going on. You don't want to be stuck in a theater full of people with COVID coughing on you. Haven't you seen Outbreak? There's a scene in the movie Outbreak that I saw in a theater. In the movie, people are sitting in the theater coughing, and the outbreak is going through the theater. I got to give them credit. That was pretty cool. Freaked me the hell out. I was like, now I got Ebola. So I didn't have Ebola, but I can see why people aren't going to the theater. But let's be real. Let's be honest with ourselves. That's not the whole reason the theaters are going under. COVID, I think COVID is the death nail, the final straw. The nail in the coffin, if you will. Is it a death nail? I don't even know what that is. There's really two issues as far as I see. A, obviously COVID. But the technology of home theaters and home tech has surpassed what they have at the theater. Case in point, you know, there used to be a time you had a tiny TV. Heck, let's go back even further. There used to be a time TVs weren't even in color. You had to go to the movie theater to see the color Panavision. TVs were small. They were black and white. You couldn't see a lot. You certainly couldn't hear a lot. The sound wasn't great. So when you went to the theater, it was a step up. You were paying for the increased technology of the giant screen, or heck, going way back, someone playing music in the theater. Even that was cool when they'd play piano. Nowadays, I got all that at home. I don't have a guy playing piano, but I have a giant TV. I have good sound. Even the cheapest sound bar in a subwoofer gives you good sound. So there's just not that big of a step to go to the theater. It's like, oh, I got, okay, maybe I don't have a giant IMAX screen, but I got a pretty big enough screen as is, and TVs are so cheap. They're giving them away. Everybody has 50, 60, 70-inch TVs, right? Or am I sounding bougie now? I've seen the Black Friday ads. A couple $100, you can get a 50-inch TV from Walmart. So the tech didn't keep up. The theaters didn't do more and bring more, and I don't know how much more they can bring. They tried to do 3D. That wasn't really fun. They tried to do the things where the seats move. Nobody really wanted that. So I don't know what tech they could have brought, but they didn't bring it. It reminds me of video game arcades where the home technology became better than what you had at the arcade, and with Blockbuster and video rentals, you know, even before you could rent online, Redbox was like, hey, this is easier, this is cheaper, I'll just do that, and the technology surpassed it. But let's not forget the obvious reason theaters are dying. The business model is totally jacked. If you didn't know, when a new movie comes out, the distributor, the person who made the movie, gets all the ticket sales for the first 2 weeks, right? So like if you go see a movie in the first 2 weeks, when it's hot, when it's new, all that money is going to the distributor. And so that's why theaters try to make their money on concessions. Well, that part's messed up. They got to fix that. I don't know if it's the theater's fault, the distributor's fault, but that led to the crazy rise in concession prices, which are just dumb. It's just dumb. Everybody, all right, let's talk about sodas. Everybody knows you can get a soda 99 cents at McDonald's. Maybe at a store, like convenience store, maybe $1.50, $2. So between $1 and $2, you can get you a soda. And $2 and some change is like, that's kind of the high end. Let me just go to McDonald's. Why are they $7 at the movie? Because they're obviously trying to make their money. But we, as consumers, we all know what sodas cost. You're not fooling me. You're not giving me some special movie theater soda. You're not offering me something I can't get at McDonald's. So why is it $7? Oh, you're going to give me a gallon of it? I don't really want or need a gallon of soda. I just want, a decent, like a medium for $1 or $2. And it's like that with all the other food, your candy, your, let's say M&Ms. Everybody knows what the going rate for M&Ms are. You can go to the CVS, Walgreens, get some M&Ms. Why are they $6 at the theater? And that's been a joke for ages. Since I was a kid, people talked about sneaking candy into the movie theater because the prices were so bad. That model, it's surprisingly lasted longer than it probably should, could not last forever. And it goes to show, here we are, it's just not gonna cut it. And then what's worse, what bothers me is there's really no other draw to the theater. They get the movies first, so that's why you go. It's kind of like they're holding you hostage. But I have similar tech at home. I can pay for regular price sodas and candy at home. They don't offer anything that you can't get anywhere else. They need to make it a special, exclusive special outing. I used to get the caramel corn. I used to get that a lot because it was fresh and it was hot, and I couldn't get that. And I can't go to McDonald's and get a caramel corn for $1. So I would get that, and it felt like something special because I could only get it at the theater. My recommendation, they should just have like a food court and places to sit. And all right, so here's one of my most favorite things. Going to the movie with my friends is hanging out afterwards. So we're usually all running late. We're grabbing some food. It's dark. We sit down. Hey, what's up? But then after the movie, we kind of stand around. We get together. We stand outside, talk about the movie, chit chat, and hang out. Why do we have to go outside for that? I would gladly spend money and sit somewhere in a theater or in a theater environment, drink a coffee, eat some food, have a drink, whatever, and chill and talk about the movie. I also think they should sell stuff. Like, if I'm going to go see Frozen 3, I want to buy an Olaf. Where's the Olaf at? That's easy money. Of course, now it has to be fairly priced, but that's easy money if you have toys and things that go with these movies. But anyway, it's too late for that. Nobody listened to me. The theaters are dying, if not dead, and I'm not happy about it. I do have fun when I go to the movie, but I get it, and I think it's really their own fault for ending. I do think there'll be some like smaller art house theaters, single screen theaters, but the landscape's changing. You're not gonna have like the 20 goggleplex theater with 10 screens of Wonder Woman. That ain't happening. And that shouldn't have never happened. It wasn't sustainable. You know, a movie's hot for a couple weeks and then it falls off. Everyone goes, you know, the first weekend or so. So what do you think? That's it for me. I'm done yakking. I'm done chatting. I'm done griping for this week. But what do you think? Do you think theaters are done? Do you think they're on their way out? Do you think all of these big releases are going to go to streaming services or rent them online? Rent them, you know, even in the beginning of COVID, you could rent them for $20. Is that where we're going? Or will the theaters make it and survive and change and bring something new? I want to know what you think. So yeah, drop a comment. Let me know, what do you think about the theaters? And that is it for me. So until next time, y'all, do your best to be your best, and I will see you next time. I don't know what I just did there. I usually do the salute. Sometimes I do the point, but I did the double salute point. It's going to be a thing.